Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Terence Crawford, this man is praying to God to help him get through this pay-per-view event successfully, because the Bud Crawford fans, let me tell you, a lot of them, although they support Bud, they love Bud Crawford. I think Bud Crawford, man, beats everybody, even the damn Deontay Wilder, if you let them tell it, right? And I agree with him. Bud Crawford is a talented fighter. But, man, the Bud Crawford fans, they're talking about boycotting his fight. Nobody wants to pay $40 for pay-per-view. Nobody wants to pay $3.99 a month or $19 to get this DAZN-like app on their phone and have to go through the app to watch the fight. Like, people just don't want to do that, you know. And I get it. Apps are cool. Widgets are cool. Being able to watch different sports through your phone is cool. But who in here really sits there and watches boxing matches on their phone? I would like to think the majority of people still want to watch that on their television. And I'm not saying they can't get this fight on pay-per-view to watch on the TV. What I'm saying is people are they just don't want to see Bud Crawford fight Avanesyan. That's what it is. They don't want to pay the $40 to watch him fight Avanesyan. And they definitely don't want to pick up another damn app. And people are going on and complaining about it. You know, they're frustrated. And then him coming out with his, you know, putting all the information out into the world as far as how negotiation broke down between him and Spence. A lot of the diehard Crawford fans are feeling like he's the one who caused the deal to fall apart. So the fallout from him going public about the negotiations, thinking that he would get everyone to kind of side with him and see it his way, I think the opposite happened for a lot of his fans, where they're like, okay, we want to support you, but before you go in public with the fallout between you and Spence as far as the negotiations, maybe we would have bought the pay-per-view. Maybe we would have supported you with Avanesyan. But now we see what's going on here, and a lot of them are of the opinion that Bud is the reason that fight fell apart, and he's just all about the money, which they're prize fighters, so I don't see what the problem is for that. But they felt he chose to make a quick $10 million with the lesser opponent instead of going now and accepting what Spence and his team were providing him as far as those documents to be transparent on the back end, the pay-per-view, on promotion, on marketing, on all those associated costs. See, his fans are now saying, well, damn, they gave you everything you asked for. However, at the same time, you are already negotiating a fight with Avanesyan through this BLAK Prime platform for $10 million, and that's why you never responded to him. And a lot of the fans are kind of frustrated. Now, the thing is this, right? It's a lot of piecemealing going on when you get bits and pieces of information, and no one knows for a fact what caused the breakdown. We have an idea, but at the end of the day, there's probably still little pockets of information that we're not privy to. So as a result, when the gap's not filled, what do people do? They make assumptions. And sometimes they have opinions, and their opinions become their facts. And I've always said you're entitled to your own opinions, but not your own facts. But a lot of people, they start off with something as I believe, I think, and then that turns into, well, this is what it is. And they start spewing what was an opinion as a fact, and that causes them to feel a kind of way. So with Terence Crawford, man, him coming out, calling himself breaking his silence on the Spence breakdown and talking about how he's going to fight Avanesyan. Instead, the bottom line is this, right? These guys want to get paid. And I understand Crawford not wanting to be out the ring, but he needs to stop doing this shit, trying to go out and publicly lynch Spence. And as a result, what he did is he ended up getting his ass up there, attempting to publicly lynch Spence, and he ended up kind of hanging himself, which is just unfortunate for him, but it's a good learning experience because he's going through this process of transitioning from being a boxer with no promoter to a boxer slash promoter slash manager slash advisor and with lawyers. And he's trying to do this on his own. So I think it's some good takeaways for him, because this is how you get experience. You see, that this is all that tacit experience. He's getting his hands on. He's getting his hands dirty. He's seeing things from both sides. A lot of fighters, they don't get to see what Crawford is seeing right now. And he's going to make mistakes. He's going to fall on his face. He may get some of his fans who are going to turn their back on him and boycott it, his pay-per-view event, because those guys don't have the fire stick like Earl Spence. Those guys don't know how to go on YouTube and watch those damn free live streams. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying I have a fire stick. What I'm saying is fans, they're not trying to hear the BS when it comes to Terence Crawford fight anyone but Earl Spence. So let's see how it goes here in the next few weeks when he gets in the ring. If he gets past Avanesyan, we'll see how all that works itself out. And then hopefully Spence can... We don't even know who Spence is fighting. It's supposed to be Thurman. But if for some reason him and Thurman don't fight, or Stan Eunice, who knows what the big fish is going to do. But hopefully Al Heyman gaffs his ass and puts him in the ring with Keith Thurman, so we can see that fight. And I'm going to go on record and say this. Keith Thurman versus Earl Spence is a much more dangerous fight than Terence Crawford and Avanesyan. And I'm just going to be real with you, man. But it is what it is. December 10th, going to be in Omaha on BLK Prime pay-per-view. Go ahead and order it, man. As a matter of fact, look, I'm going to show you something right here, man. I didn't realize this dude was doing it.
I'm in training camp preparing for David Avanesyan. Watch it live on BOK Prime pay-per-view.
There go your boy Terence Crawford, man. I'm surprised they got it. I'm surprised they put this out. So they're actually sitting there, man, getting promotions out and everything because the fight's coming up. But that being said, man, we'll see what you guys do, man. I don't know. We'll see what you guys do. If you guys are gonna buy it or not. Me, I got my ways of watching it, so it is what it is. But I tell you what, you can't continue doing this to people. You just can't. If people already don't want to pay, you know, $40, $30, $79, $80. You see what's happening over there at PVC. You know, that shit's just not working out right now. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the pay-per-view price can be $10. People still don't want to pay that. You know, it's just hard to get people to want to. First of all, you got to pay a price for the pay-per-view event. Then you got a price just to get into the damn the app. So it's $40 plus whatever it is for the app. If you got to pay for a year or a monthly installments, it still adds up. And people don't want to go through that process, man. Okay? With that being said, see what you guys are going to do. You know, I'm watching the fights regardless. But I know for a fact there are a lot of people who probably be waiting an hour after the fight happens to watch it on YouTube at no cost. And it is what it is. But that being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans. Shout out to the people from all 7 continents. And in between, I'm in the breeze.